Greetings, this is Gerard E. Bobor, here with just one good trade. Today is December 18, 2019, and this video purports to show an amazing reversal trade that I had exactly around 7. Without further ado, I am going to narrate what went through my mind on this trade. So right now, see, I started writing down my thoughts. It helps me with this narration, trying to understand what I was thinking, but also it gives you a sense of what's exactly on my mind. Right now, this is a narration and an attempt to recapture what I was thinking about. But I've decided, you know what? Especially in moments where the market is in a lull, that I can just write down my thoughts. So right now, just like you've noticed from my previous videos, some of the main thing I'd like to do is to draw the support and resistance lines. Right now I'm looking at the market movements from different time frame. We are at the 30-minute time frame right now. I've noticed that the market just broke a support line, and there's another support line, the green one, and I'm wondering, okay, there's a chance it might break it and continue, or it might reverse back from the blue support and resistance, this blue support line. Now on the 5-minute, we are standing on a support line. Now on the 1 minute, there is cause to believe that a reversal is on its way. Here you can see that price action went outside the Bollinger band, which is signified by the red line. It goes all the way up. It crosses the 14 SMA, simple moving average, which is the light blue line. So, I chose to enter this trade. Now I will explain why. Now, this is a candlestick formation on the 5-minute. Normally, you should wait for confirmation, which means the candle after the formation has happened. But on the 1 minute, it has crossed the 14 SMA and crossed the middle Bollinger band, which are 1 minute entry points for me, especially when you have the price action coming from outside the Bollinger band, getting inside on a support line, and then with stochastic, Gerard, you're in. Okay. Now here's my perspective. Something I enjoy doing is knowing that I cannot predict the market, knowing that I cannot anticipate what's going to happen. I can thrive in somewhat opening up my mind to the different options, opening up my mind to the different possibilities. And right now I'm studying the different possibilities in regards to different support and resistance line, and of course some of my favorite target points, the SMAs. Here I have the blue line on 30 that I guess it's 30787. It's touching the 14 period SMA. Okay. I changed clothes. Yes. Yeah, I know. Looking fresh and so clean. Now, here's what happened. I entered that trade and the market reversed. It reversed 4, 5, 6 pips. And yes, I'm a little bit more serious because this is not a joke. But then, as you can tell, price action has never crossed my soft exit point, my soft stop loss. And the soft stop loss is exemplified here with the light purple dashed line, the dashed light purple line here. And I'm still studying what can happen, what can I expect. Here you can see that the 50-60 SMAs are getting closer and closer to price action. which for me is a great sign. It's a great sign. I like that. Oh, oh, personal, personal messages. You will excuse me. Yes. So here, price is stalling a little bit, but I like the fact that when I'm trading, I accept that I'm not the master of the market. The market does what it does. I am simply an interpreter, which beckons me to be calmer. It beckons that I simply observe, and then it also compels me to be in action when the signs call for it. Whether the signs are exit or enter, or sometimes waiting is the best course of action. So now, just like I said, the purple dashed line is my stop loss. That is the soft stop loss. If I was in a trade, yes, I would enter. If I wasn't in the trade yet, I would enter in that other line. See that blue line where it might cross that previous resistance line exemplified with that now red star. This is where I would enter. In fact, why not? Why not enter, right? So what I would do, I'm probably going to add a lesser amount. You know, I'm not gonna put too much, but a lesser amount. So right now, let's see. Okay. More amount. Now, finally, price action is, it's moving a little bit. I'm getting excited, finally. And as you can tell, it takes a lot of patience. As a trader, you are required to have patience, and you're also required to have faith. For example, right now, all the signs are pointing to the fact that it will break up. Look at this. Here we have support points getting higher. We're getting higher lows. I don't know if we're getting higher highs yet, but as you can tell, our lows are higher and they're rising up. The market is stalling. Indeed, we need it to cross the dashed blue line. Why am I saying dashed blue line? It's blue dashed line. That's the second time I'm writing this. Market, take a hint. I remember writing this morning. Oh, GBP USD, take a hint. Okay, so good sign. Here I'm doing two things. I am raising my soft stop loss just so I visually see where I should exit, given if the market isn't really, if the market is not doing what I'm expecting it to do, or if my interpretation of its movement, it's flawed, which happens all the time. So doing this. Now you can look at my pips, 0.6, 0.7, -1. And here you can tell the blue candles are significant of, they indicate bearish candles, and the yellow candles indicate bullish candles. So right now I'm in a bullish trade. I'm hoping to get somewhere around 10-12 pips, and I'm simply waiting. By the way, what do you think of this song? This dramatic song. You know, this song for me exemplified the mental battle that every trader, especially a scalper, undergoes deep inside. Because within 1 minute, 2 minutes, actually even 5 minutes, there is so much calculation, computation, decisions, abnegations that happened. It's a battle inside, or maybe it's something else. But today, with I would say that my narrative, the narrative in which I am the hero, I am Aragon in this narrative. It is the narrative of life allowing me to test myself, basically life testing me, and I want to prevail. And I had a conversation with my mother and my sister, who's my coach, actually success coach. And it was the idea that lately I've been trading very well, and it's been, the financial gains they've been amazing, more than I expected. And I found myself being afraid, feeling anxiety. And I'm reading a book called Life Unleashed, and there is a chapter in which they speak of the fear of success. And one of the fears of success is that you're not able to maintain the success. And a conversation in my conversation with my mother, she made me realize that maybe you can switch your focus from the loss being a failure, and a loss actually being an opportunity for you to grow. And this helped a lot because now I don't fear losses because I look for the lesson. Okay. Now that the price action was stalling, as you can see, this is the reason why my exit strategy is when price action reverses back from the 14 SMA and has a candle start and close on the other side of the SMA. That for me is my exit point. As you can tell, the price action went all the way down, touched it, and then bounced back up. That's one of my favorite setup. I love this. Now, for it to be a real trade, the movement needs to break. See that purple dash line? Okay, normally I use it for soft stop losses, but that purple dash line is. Oh man, that song is amazing. It is the challenge. It is what price action just gave me right now. Beautiful. 2 pips, 2.5, 2.6, 2.4, 2.3. It broke it. 3 pips. Yes. As you can see, this trade took, right now, let's see, how long has it been? It's 17 minutes. Now, I do wonder whether, as a scalper, whether those trades that I'm taking are too long for the movement. Because maybe this trade started a little later than the first trade I took. Maybe the first trade I took was the end of a first movement. I'm not really sure yet. Maybe I'm more of a 5-minute trader trading on a 1 minute. I'm not sure. But all I know is this trade is yielding something great. Now, that purple dash line, guess what? Now it's becoming the closest point for an exit. It is the closest resistance line, and honestly, if it reverses back this line, it's gonna have to go through my rule. It reverses, creates a candle on that other side, the other side of the support and resistance line. Then that candle starts and closes there. That's my rule for exit. And you know what? If indeed that were to happen, how would I win? Let's reframe this. I would win because I respect myself. I would win because I abide by my rules. I win. Just recently, I saw a YouTube channel, I believe by someone called Davis, I'm not sure. He mentioned that money likes to flirt, and money doesn't like neediness. You being too needy, like with the trade not working and you holding on to it, for some reason, it's sending a message to the universe saying, I'm needy. And if we're to attribute maybe feminine features, Cleopatra-like features to money or the market, that is a turnoff. It is a turnoff for the GBP USD, who is this beautiful model, Instagram model maybe, that we're aiming to seduce, convince, or get a date with. Now, this convoluted imagery is only to say that If you are afraid to exit when you need to exit as a trader, you will not succeed. You will not. Okay? Now that we have a blue line there, we have the dash blue line indicating a spot, and then we have the really bold blue line which indicates the highest the market has gone. Yes, you know, I'm not gonna lie. And I like the fact that I'm serious. Look at my face. I'm very serious and I'm writing these things. But then I am hoping for the best. Why not? Dare to Dream, which is, I believe, a book by one of the most famous 1990s bodybuilder, Flex Wheeler. Amazing book, amazing story. This gentleman, he struggled with quite a bit. Suicidal thought, self-esteem issues, but then he also rose and overcome so much. Now let's have the market rise and overcome our previous fears and open up many possibilities for us. The market is still going. It is still going. And look at me. I'm saying go up, my friend. Now, I have this soft. See right now, I have this soft exit point. The soft, exit point, the purple dash line. And again, I like this opportunity for me to share my thoughts because this is how I almost remind myself of what I need to do. My rule is at the soft dashed line, the idea is it will cross it once. Then what happens? The next candle starts and closes behind that line. Okay, I moved it. But there's also another rule next to it saying if it goes further than 2 pips on the other side, then I should exit. But guess what? It's clear you're not doing that, which helps quite a bit. So right now we are at 4 pips. You know, the one thing that I also recommend to my viewers and also to my YouTube students is to be okay with a good trade not yielding untold riches. For example, it's been a long trade. It's possibly around 17 minutes, 18 minutes. And when you think of it, what do we have to show for it? Only 4 pips. Yes, in my strategy, yes, I do agree. I've had a couple more trades this morning, and they were great trades. I already have 16 pips, and yes, my count is around 2% something. And that's lovely. That's wonderful. But each trade is not the continuation of previous trades. Each trade is not the continuation nor the salvation of previous trades. Each trade on its own stands as its own entity, blessed with hopes, dreams, but also safeguards. So right now, the market is not telling me that I need to exit it. As long as I don't recognize the sign of exit, my boldness beckons me to dare to dream. Now, can you see the 14 SMA is getting up? Oh wow, well done, Gerard. I like that. The 14 SMA is getting up, and I have a sense that then that's a good sign for me. If the 14 SMA goes and touches some of those soft exit points, that's great. But yes, I'm getting that feeling that from 5 pips, I might get 15. So from that being said, I like to figure out where is that 10 more pips? Where is it gonna be? You know, that's what one needs to do. Always measure, always prepare ourselves. I don't know if it's gonna get there, but at least I would like to know. At least I want to know where it's gonna come. I want to know where it's gonna arrive. So let's see. But first, before it does so, it has to cross that bold blue line, it has to give me that 9-10 pips before getting to 15. Is it going to do it? It is doing it now. Okay, well done. It crossed it. It crossed the blue line. Let's see if it's going to cross the dashed blue line, which will solidify 10 pips. 10 pips will be good for me. It will be good for my soul. And of course, it will also be good for a nice dinner restaurant. Or in my bank. 8 pips. 8 pips. I don't know what's happening. Right now, we still have that. You see that blue line? If it continues and gets to 5 pips, that blue line is going to become my next level of exit point. So most likely, I'm aiming to move that dashed purple line to where the blue line is. If it's moving up. If it's going to move up. Okay, 9.6. Is it going to give me 10 pips? Is it going to give me 10 pips? Give it to me. Okay, indeed. For me to have confirmation of a great movement, it needs to cross. To cross that dashed blue line. Is it that? Which one? The upper Bollinger. Oh, that's true. That's true. That is quite true. In that upper Bollinger band, you know where it is? It's exactly on that dashed blue line. And this is what I was marking. Well done, Gerard. Okay. It's stalling. And you know, it's only been a minute. So much happens in that minute. But I'm steadfast. Is it reversing? Okay. I am securing my profit by raising. Okay, I'm raising my support lines. Now I raised that dash blue line, dash purple line all the way up there because I'm getting a sense that something good's going to happen. I'm getting that sense. I am gonna get 10 pips. I am. Okay, I'm gonna raise. Oh, I raised that. Let's see if it gets to that support resistance line. Wow. The market is stalling. And it's, yes, 10 pips. 10 pips. 10 pips. Okay, no. See? Many dreams. Oh, my face is priceless. Look at that. What is happening? How dare you, Madam GBP USD? You were giving me. Oh, see, that's interesting. It crossed the dash purple line, and I'm considering, you know what? That change was too sudden. Look at this. I'm doing my breathing exercises. Okay, good. Breathing exercises have been, first of all, I practice transcendental meditation before each trading session and also sometime in the afternoon to help with my decision making, the ability to conjure and engineer peace and calm, and just the ability to control, not control, but the ability to experience my thoughts without fully committing to them. That's very powerful. But on top of it, I also practice a lot of breathing techniques. Breathing in and out slowly, holding my breath. Many things just to calm myself down, just to lower the testosterone, even the cortisol levels. If you breathe slowly, you lower your cortisol level. And the cortisol is, I believe, the hormone that associates itself with stress. It is a stress hormone, I believe. If it's not, please drop a message and let me know. By the way, if you're finding value in this video, finding value in my comments, finding value in understanding my whys of entries and exit, give us a like and subscribe to this channel. That way you have an announcement, whether by email. Oh, sorry. Okay, now it's interesting. Look at this. 6 pips from 9 pips, 10 pips to 50. That's 4 pips reversal. My rule. This is my only point of salvation, ladies and gentlemen. In a world that will tear you apart, give you information left and right, overload you with information you don't even know what to do with. The only thing that will set you free, of course, it's the truth, but it's your adherence to rules and principles that you've adopted. That first of all, you've powerfully chosen those rules and principles. And of course, they are subject to evolution or even change or being morphed into greater, more powerful rules and principles. But right now, look at this. If I did not have that specific exit rule, which I repeat over and over as a way to imprint it in my subconscious, and that exit rule is, it has to cross my point of exit. There needs to be a candle after that starts and ends on the other side. Here it crossed the 14 SMA that came close and reversed, which I'm very grateful for, by the way. Now the real question is it the end of the line? As if the soundtrack heeded to my thought, it went down. But you know what? There's still hope. I believe. Yes, I believe. The market did one of my favorite action. The 14 SMA bounce back. It touched the 14 SMA and then it bounced back. Now the real test, you know what it is? The real test is whether it's going to cross that dashed purple line, which represents the highest of that movement, and also cross that dashed blue line, which is set at the level of the top Bollinger band, which will signal an amazing push. Yes, I think this is maybe the 3rd time that I've written. How many times have I written time is stalling? Yes, it is signaling an exit. And it's going back. It's doing that again. It is doing that 14 SMA bounce back. But something is fighting. Yes, I know your rules, Gerard. And I'm writing this. And first of all, look at my face. I'm amazed. Sometimes I pat myself in the back. Trust me, I've had days where I've had very terrible trading, where I've lost all signs of composure. But this is not one of them. Breathing exercises, as you can tell. Breathing exercises. I don't know what's happening. I'm hoping it goes, this is the 30-minute. I'm hoping it goes all the way up. I'm hoping it does that. But right now it's stalling. Or is it? 11 pips. Look at this face. My face is disbelief. It is saying, do it. Do it, my dear friend. Cross it. Yes, and I'm raising my visual stop loss. But it's not crossing. It's taking its sweet time. I don't know if it's gonna cross or not. Dun dun pow! Silence. The silence that precedes the build-up of the climax. You know, as traders, especially scalpers, we navigate between a sea of opposite emotions, between waiting and taking action right away, or rules and also our experience, which translate into what is called intuition, tells us what to do. Right now, I'm simply occupying my mind with moving my SMA and not my SMA, moving my stop loss little by little with the SMA, because it's easier to do this than to focus on price action that is stalling, playing, and not moving. And I suppose that as a trader, when you take a trade, you want price action to move rapidly up. If you can get, would I want 50 pips in less than 10 minutes? If I was in that trade, and if after that 50 minutes it just stalled and then slowly reversed, that would be beautiful. But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, as fast as the market moves, as fast as it reverses. And guess what? I have a video coming tomorrow about a trade I took today where the market reversed so brutally from, I think, maybe 8-10 pips, and I left after I left, and it only gave me 3 pips. But you know what? I had to accept those 3 pips. Whoa! 14 pips, 13 pips. Yes. Yes. Look at me. I'm happy. I am happy. Whew. 12. I know. Oh no. Oh no. It's the part about trading. Look at my face. Oh, you know, you have to accept that the market does whatever it does. But I like that I'm moving my stop loss more and more, because at least I know, I am aware that I have a point of exit, and my point of exit slowly raising itself up. Okay, I'm being tested. My face is showing discontent. I'm being tested. What is the rule saying? Gerard, what is the rule saying? Gerard, what is the rule saying? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're with me, remind me of my rule of exit, especially with price action reversing back from the 14S. What is that rule? Okay, in case you don't remember, that rule is very simple. First, price action has to cross back the 14 SMA, or the point of exit. Second, it needs to have another candle start and close behind enemy lines. Then I can exit. But sometimes you don't really know. What you do is look for the closest support and resistance line, and if it crosses it, then you exit. Okay, now to the real test. My thought is the market is gonna give me 9-8 pips. You know what? I'm happy about that. I can take 9-8 pips, and I'm considering leaving. I'm considering leaving. It's crossed many times over. Bump, bump, Look at that tension. Now, look at that. My rule. It crossed the 14 SMA. Now, is price action going to continue down? Oh, okay. I had to leave. I had to exit. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? This was the right thing to do. It crossed, it started, and I'm happy. I had the courage to exit and respect my rules. That was 8 pips, 9 pips. It went all the way up to 12 pips. Yes, I wanted more. It could have given me more, maybe, but the market gave what it gave. And ladies and gentlemen, honestly, we had an 8 pip trade with maybe, let's say for example, 0 point, with a 1 lot size. 8 pip is $80. 8 pips is $80. With a 10 lot size, 8 pips is $800. And again, see, that's one thing I've learned over the years, and I recommend that to all of you in all aspects of your life. Would it be a small achievement? Acknowledge it. Allow that achievement to be part of your psyche. Pat yourself in the back. Because very soon, very, very soon, you will have amazing trade and an amazing lifestyle, amazing money with just one good trade. Give us a like, subscribe to this channel, write down your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what situation, or even if you have some indicators that you'd want me to talk about. I'm pretty set in my trading. My indicators are very simple. That's exactly what you see, what is what you get. WYSIWYG. Again, my name is Gerard. I'm a Forex trading coach and strategy optimizer. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to my video tomorrow.